How do you know if someone truly loves you? Not just says they do, but actually means it? In a world where I love you gets thrown around like confetti, where social media posts substitute for genuine connection, and where words have been stripped of their weight, how do you distinguish between performance and reality? The truth is unsettling. Most people confuse attention with affection, passion with love, and temporary infatuation with lasting devotion. But genuine love? It leaves unmistakable fingerprints on your life. Signs so clear that once you recognize them, you'll never again settle for anything less. Today, we're diving deep into the 9 undeniable signs that someone doesn't just say they love you, they genuinely, completely, authentically do. These aren't romantic cliches or wishful thinking. These are the psychological and behavioral markers that separate real love from its convincing imposters. But here's what might surprise you. True love often looks nothing like what movies taught us to expect. It's quieter than passion, steadier than excitement, and more transformative than any grand gesture could ever be. Sign 1, they listen intently. In our distraction-dominated world, genuine listening has become a radical act of love. When someone truly loves you, they don't just hear your words. They absorb your meaning. They put down their phone when you're speaking. They ask follow-up questions that prove they're tracking not just what you said, but what you meant. This goes beyond basic politeness. Someone who loves you remembers the small details you mention in passing. Your coworker's name, your childhood fear of thunderstorms, that book you've been meaning to read. They create mental files of your experiences because your inner world genuinely matters to them. Watch for this. Do they reference things you told them weeks ago? Do they follow up on situations you mentioned were causing you stress? This isn't about having a good memory. It's about emotional investment. When someone loves you, your experiences become part of their internal landscape. Sign 2, they sense when something's off. Authentic love creates an almost telepathic connection. Someone who truly loves you develops radar for your emotional states. They notice the micro-expressions you think you're hiding, the slight change in your voice when you say, "I'm fine," but aren't, the way you hold your shoulders when stress is accumulating. This isn't about being invasive or overly analytical. It's about emotional attunement, the natural result of genuinely caring about someone's well-being. They've studied you not as a project to fix, but as a person to understand and support. The key difference, they notice without making it about them. They don't say, "Why didn't you tell me?" with wounded pride. Instead, they create space for you to share when you're ready, while making it clear they're available and present. Sign 3, they make time for you. In our culture of manufactured busyness, time has become the ultimate currency of love. Someone who truly loves you doesn't just fit you into their schedule. They create space for you in their life. This goes beyond romantic dates or grand gestures. They make time for mundane conversations. They're present for your ordinary Tuesday evening vent sessions. They prioritize your phone calls even when their day is packed. They understand that love isn't just about showing up for the highlights. It's about being consistently available for the full spectrum of human experience. Notice the quality of presence, not just quantity. Someone who loves you doesn't multitask through your conversations or make you feel like you're competing with their phone for attention. When they're with you, they're fully with you. Sign 4, they brighten your day without expecting anything back. Genuine love is generous by nature. Someone who truly loves you becomes a source of spontaneous joy in your life. Not because they're trying to earn something, but because making you happy brings them happiness. This shows up in countless small ways. They send you articles they think you'll find interesting. They pick up your favorite coffee without being asked. They remember you have a big presentation and text encouragement. They do small acts of service not to build credit, but because contributing to your well-being feels natural and fulfilling to them. The crucial element, these gestures come without strings attached. They don't keep score or expect reciprocal actions. Their motivation is your happiness, not their recognition. Sign 5. They value your opinion. When someone loves you, your perspective becomes precious to them. They don't just tolerate your opinions. They actively seek them out. They want to know what you think about their decisions, their dreams, their challenges. This isn't about needing permission or approval. It's about genuine respect for your intelligence and insight. They trust your judgment because they've witnessed your character. They know your advice comes from a place of caring, and they value the unique lens through which you see the world. Watch for this. Do they ask for your input on important decisions? Do they consider your feedback seriously, even when it's not what they want to hear? Someone who loves you treats your thoughts as valuable contributions, not annoying interruptions. Sign 6. They respect your boundaries. Real love doesn't push, pressure, or manipulate. Someone who truly loves you wants you to feel safe, comfortable, and autonomous in the relationship. They understand that healthy boundaries actually strengthen connection rather than limiting it. This shows up as respecting your need for space when you're overwhelmed, not pressuring you to share before you're ready, and accepting your no without guilt trips or manipulation. They understand that you're a complete person with your own needs, preferences, and limits. The test of genuine love. How do they respond when you say no to something? Someone who loves you treats your boundaries as information to respect, not obstacles to overcome. Sign 7. They're patient with you. Authentic love operates on a different timeline than infatuation or desire. Someone who truly loves you doesn't try to rush your growth, change your fundamental nature, or pressure you to become someone else faster. They meet you exactly where you are, with your quirks, your healing process, your learning curve, your imperfections. They understand that humans are works in progress, and they're committed to supporting your journey rather than demanding immediate transformation. This patience extends to conflicts and misunderstandings. They're willing to work through difficulties rather than abandoning ship at the first sign of turbulence. They see temporary challenges as part of the process, not reasons to quit. Sign 8. They make you feel safe. Safety and love goes far beyond physical protection. Someone who truly loves you creates psychological and emotional safety, a space where you can be completely yourself without fear of judgment, rejection, or betrayal. With them, you don't have to monitor your words, hide your flaws, or perform a version of yourself. You can be vulnerable without fear it will be used against you later. You can share your struggles without worrying they'll see you as broken or burdensome. This safety manifests as consistency in their treatment of you, reliability in their support, and trustworthiness with your secrets and vulnerabilities. They become a refuge in a world that often demands performance and perfection. Sign 9. Their affection goes beyond physical touch. While physical affection can be wonderful, someone who truly loves you expresses care through multiple channels. Their love shows up in how they speak to you, how they support your goals, how they handle conflicts, and how they integrate you into their future vision. Real love is multidimensional. It's emotional support during difficult times, intellectual respect for your ideas, spiritual connection to your values, and consistent care for your well-being. It's affection that persists even when physical attraction fluctuates or circumstances make physical closeness difficult. The depth test. Would their love survive a period where physical intimacy wasn't possible? Someone who truly loves you would find countless other ways to express and demonstrate their feelings. The philosophical foundation of true love. At its core, genuine love is about seeing and accepting another person completely, not just the parts that are easy to love, but the full complexity of their humanity. It's about choosing day after day to prioritize someone's well-being alongside your own. True love isn't a feeling that happens to you. It's a decision you make repeatedly. It's the choice to show up, to be present, to care actively rather than passively. It's love as a verb, not just a noun. What this means for your life. As you reflect on these signs, Consider both sides of the equation. Are you receiving this kind of love? And equally important, are you giving it? Don't settle for relationships that offer you words without substance, attention without depth, or passion without consistency. You deserve someone who doesn't just say they love you, but proves it through their actions, presence, and treatment of you over time. And remember, recognizing these signs requires being honest about what you're actually experiencing versus what you hope you're experiencing. Love requires courage, the courage to see clearly, to expect genuine care, and to walk away from situations that offer you less than you deserve. Real love exists. It's not a fairy tale or an impossible standard. It's a choice two people make to care for each other authentically, consistently, and deeply. Don't settle for anything less. Because when you experience the real thing, you'll understand why nothing else ever felt quite right.